Hello everyone, welcome back to Terra Invicta. Well, last time we fought a rather bloody battle around Vesta, repeatedly engaging multiple enemy fleets. We are sort of coming out on top, but we are struggling to actually get our fleet reinforced to the point that we can actually make it bigger and start really pushing out. Notably, I want to take out the base orbiting Vesta before I move on, and that's a bit of a hard task right now. Our resources though are much more stabilised, the Earth game is pretty stable, we are still occasionally losing Europe, but we are kind of sort of holding on-ish, so we'll just have to try and keep that up as best we can. The big shift though is we are now getting in antimatter, we are producing it in very large amounts. Fortunately, the one type of antimatter engine we have is incredibly expensive to the point that I don't think it's a good alternative just now, but we are researching some other more affordable antimatter tech, so hopefully they'll be a little bit more cost effective. But for now, let's keep going, keep pushing on, and see if we can break the back of the aliens. Okay, an enemy fleet came out to intercept Strike Fleet. It wouldn't engage while Strike Fleet was at the station, but as soon as Strike Fleet left, the alien fleet engaged. So I'm going to give this a go. On paper, they do have the advantage, but I don't think that's telling the whole story, so let's see what we can do. Alright, so already taken out one of theirs. Heavy fire going on multiple of their ships. Here comes their missile barrage though. We are holding it off for now. Goes another one of their ships. And another. Oh, that's both of them dead. They both went at the exact same time. Okay, I took a couple of light hits, nothing bad at all. I think just a couple of laser shots. Wiped out their fleet. Very little damage, so I'm happy with that. Also very happy with 80 exotics. I think we can start really upgrading a lot of our armour to be a lot stronger. Start putting on exotic armour on the main section, might improve some of our survivability. Okay, my research counsellor just got shot. Okay, I'm gonna hire Hassani here, mostly because he starts with decent security, and I'm kind of tired of my guys getting assassinated before I can actually build up a decent pool of security. He's a kingpin, not what I desperately needed, but is something. Okay, we've got the antimatter pulsed plasma core drive. We can immediately flip over to start work on the antimatter plasma core drive, which just seems to be a generally upgraded version of the pulsed drive. So these are kind of getting there. Main issue is employing these would be very expensive in terms of their water usage. Which is okay, it's doable, but it's not ideal. It would multiply their water usage by about 6 times to get comparable delta V. But where that pays off is it would have 20 times the acceleration. What I think I'm going to do for now is hold off until I get the antimatter plasma core drive. Okay, we've got operational misdirection research complete. Okay, and kind of running out of text, going to go for Greater United North America. Okay, Project Exodus have conducted a coup in the EU, very annoying. Especially since I'm friends with Project Exodus, but never mind all that. I shot one of the actual aliens, so that makes me happy. Okay, we've done a counter coup in the EU. Alright, re-establish control of the EU for the 50th time. I'm also starting to refit the Vindicta 2 classes to the 2B class, just updating their point defense to phaser batteries. It's still going to be very much weaker than the Mark 6 classes, but hopefully it'll be a little bit more useful than they currently are, which is really just being used as cannon fodder at this point. Shot one of the protectorate. Since they're shooting my people, I'm going to shoot theirs back. Okay, Hassani was asked to do criminal favours. He managed to pull off a heist, got 10 grand, fair enough. Okay, interplanetary polities is done. Completed by the initiative. They're now doing deuterium helium-3 fusion. We have completed independent commands. That lowers the comms cost for our ships. I can do heavy UV phaser cannon to see if I can upgrade the Mark II class ships to have this. At least that would be a better, ridiculously large gun on the front of them. Okay, I'm trading Triton pulse drive tech to the Project Exodus for a hell of a lot of base metals. Okay, antimatter plasma core drive is done. We can now immediately do advanced antimatter plasma core drive. Starting to get a bit more expensive, but definitely looks worthwhile. Actually, that's even more efficient than our current Triton reflex drives. So it's going to take the better part of a year to research this, but when it's done, that is going to be an amazing set of engines that we can put in. Very nice, just got a new mine up and running on Callisto that effectively doubles our net income of volatiles. That will really be a big boost to us. It also gives a massive boost to our water income, which is something else that we really needed, so I am very, very happy with that.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
Nice, turned one of the Academy's agents. That will give us some more information. And we've arrested one of the Initiative's councillors.
Problem solved permanently.
Shot that Initiative agent we captured. Nice, and upgraded a mine at Mercury base as well. Mostly that's going to give us loads more base metals, so income is nicely restored across the board there. Shooting the Academy's people too, since apparently they're at war with me. Alright, Greater United North America is complete. I'm going to go over to independent habitats so that our habs cost less of our mission control points. Should make a really big difference.
The target is down.
And another one of their senior officers. Okay, so I have completed Titanic spacecraft. So hopefully soon we'll see the Titans research project cropping up. Only one I can do now is Accelerando. Starting to run out of techs. Okay, I'm going to dump an absolute bunch of investment points into welfare in Europe, trying to bring down its inequality so that I can start to get the cohesion rising.
We've gained an agent.
Nice, we've got another agent in the Protectorate. European Union had taken control of Rostov-on-Don. Fair enough, EU is expanding. Heavy UV phaser cannon research is done, which means we can now start work on Titans. So taking out some of the Protectorate's senior members, now we have a mole on their side. Unfortunately my mole just got shot, so he's not going to be working for us anymore. Doing another backer tour, inviting generals, so we get a boost to military priority. Nice, Titans is finished. So looking at it with the Titans, you swap out 2 medium or 2 hull hardpoints for an extra nose hardpoint, and you also get 2 extra utility modules, so not bad, not a massive upgrade, not as much as I was hoping, but a fair bit of an upgrade. Doesn't take too much longer to build, not too many more resources, so it's just a bit of a bigger version. Thinking the Titans may really just supersede my Lancer class ships as my big, heavy, giant things. Can do predictive logistics systems for now. Increase the army repair rate. We arrested one of the Protectorate's agents. Shot the Protectorate agent I captured. And turned one of the Servants' agents. Okay, Strike Fleet is now very much reinforced. It's got 7 of the decent dreadnoughts, 2 of the old style dreadnoughts, 1 of the Peeler class Lancers. I think it's at a stage that I'm happy sending it after Rising Wave Station. So this might be quite risky, but I want to try and break this station. Okay, annoyingly I just did this fight, and I won the fight, and then the game crashed, so we're going to have to do this fight again. So I'm going to stick with the same tactics I did last time. The Coral Sea and the Gettysburg here, they are both going to burn ahead. They're my older class of ships. And after a delay, my others are also going to start burning ahead to reach the defences as soon as possible, because the defences do outrange me still, unfortunately. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, our lasers are just eating them at short ranges. Okay, the Lancer's taken a fair amount of damage. But that is their fleet cleared up. Okay, other than the Lancer taking a lot of damage, we are in good shape. So I'm just going to continue burning, try and close that range. Our advantage is our lasers that can kick in. I'm also going to get our ships to drift a little bit to the side, just in case we can dodge a couple of their shots. Not counting on it, but we'll see what happens. Alright, we're reaching our weapon range now. Coral Sea's down. Gettysburg's not going to last much longer. It's going to speed my ships up a bit. Yeah, we are hitting range of their main station with our lasers. Just need to take down this battleship. I think we just lost the Port Royal. Okay, just their last tier to go. Last one to go. There we go. I think that actually went better than my previous attempt, so that's good. Yeah, a little bit better. I lost 5 last time, I lost 4 this time. It's going to attempt to assault the hab. Don't know if it does anything different, but we'll see. Okay, alien fleet launching for my fleet. And another one. And a third fleet. I think I annoyed them. There we go, we destroyed the orbital station. Got a little bit of resources out, nothing much. But nicely, that is now Vesta completely cleared. Well, I've got all of the various fleets that are charging on their way, but the actual defences of Vesta are down. Nice, we got advanced antimatter plasma core drives. And again, running out of text once again, so I'm going to go for Advanced Plasma Cannon. Okay, so what I've got here is the Vindicta Mark 8 class. This is a massively up-armoured version of the previous ones. So it's got about twice the armour all around. And importantly, this now has a combat acceleration of 4 Gs, which is absolutely massive compared to what it could do before. Same overall delta V. Does start requiring a fair bit of antimatter, but I think this is a good investment. Yeah, compare that to the previous version's combat acceleration was 186 millig, so we are now 20 times the acceleration. Okay, and then I have the even stronger, even more powerful Deus class. This is a Titan. It's got a massive heavy plasma cannon Mark III strapped to the front of it, ultraviolet phaser batteries, and then phaser point defences. Loads and loads of upgrades. Has the exact same combat acceleration. I think that's just the max combat acceleration. Same delta V. Really a big, beefy ship with a hell of a lot of defences strapped around it. Okay, so for now, Strike Fleet's going to head off to Jupiter to reinforce, clear up some of the enemies that are in that area. But for us to be able to build those reinforcements, we're going to need some new volatiles, and so the very good news is that Roulette Base in Zelinda has just completed its upgrades, and so now we're getting a good chunk of monthly volatiles in, which is really, really good for us. So it is going to take us a while to be able to build up our strength again, but we're definitely in the right place to start aiming towards that. So I think that's where we're going to leave things off for today. So we've finally cleared Vesta, really, really big. Just need to get our fleet together a little bit more and probably start construction on another fleet, a rapid reaction fleet that can start chasing down these enemies. This new propulsion tech that we've got is really, really big for us. So I am very much looking forward to pursuing this into the end game. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do consider leaving a like and or subscribe. It really does help the channel. And otherwise, I hope to catch you in the next video. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.